Welcome back to the channel Liberty Coins Value. Today, we are diving deep into the story of one of the most fascinating coins in American history, the 1977 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. This seemingly small penny, often overlooked, holds an incredible history, an astonishing value, and an even more mind-blowing market worth. Believe it or not, this coin has been valued at an unbelievable $79 million. But why? What makes this penny so incredibly rare and desirable? Sit back, relax, and join us on this incredible journey into the world of rare coins. The story of the 1977 Liberty 1-cent coin starts in the bustling halls of the United States Mint, where millions of these coins were struck. But not all pennies are created equal. The 1977 1-cent coin belongs to the famous Lincoln cent series, which has been in circulation since 1909. Featuring the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. However, while millions of these pennies were minted, only a handful of specific era coins, prototypes, and rare variations became the true stars of the numismatic world. So what makes this particular penny so special? To understand its worth, we must first explore some critical details that set it apart from ordinary 1977 cents. One of the reasons this coin is so valuable is due to rare mint errors that occurred during production. Some of the most valuable 1977 cents have these fascinating anomalies. Double die adverse DDO. These coins display a noticeable doubling in the letters "In God We Trust" and "Liberty," as well as Lincoln's profile off-center strikes. Some 1977 pennies were struck incorrectly, creating coins with missing edges and partial imprints struck on a silver planchet. While pennies were made of copper and zinc, a few mistakenly were struck on silver planchets meant for dimes, making them extremely rare. Bold mint mark errors. Some 1977 coins have unique variations in the D mint mark from Denver, making them highly collectible. If you're lucky enough to find one of these rare variations, you might just be holding onto a gold mine in your pocket now. Let's talk about the jaw-dropping value of this coin. The highest known sale of a 1977 Liberty 1-cent era coin happened at a major auction, where it fetched an astonishing $79 million. But how is this even possible? Here's why collectors are willing to pay such massive amounts. Rarity. The fewer the coins available, the more valuable they become. Some variations of this penny exist in less than 5 known specimens worldwide. Historical significance. This was a time when the U.S. Mint was transitioning metal compositions, making some experimental strikes highly sought after. Condition. Coins graded MS-68 and higher by PCGS or NGC can command astronomical prices. Collector demand. Numismatists and investors compete fiercely for rare specimens, driving up prices to unimaginable heights. So, if you happen to own a pristine 1977 Liberty 1-cent with any of these features, congratulations! You may be in possession of one of the most expensive pennies ever known. Want to check if you have a rare 1977 cent? Follow these steps. Use a magnifying glass. Look for doubling in the inscriptions. Weigh the coin. Standard pennies weigh 3.11 grams, but era coins can be lighter or heavier. Check the mint mark. Denver minted D coins often have misaligned marks. Look for off-center strikes. If part of the design is missing, it might be valuable. Get it professionally graded. Send it to PCGS or NGC to determine its real worth. And there you have it, folks. The 1977 United States Liberty 1-cent coin isn't just another penny. It's a symbol of history, a collector's dream, and in some cases, a multi-million-dollar treasure. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting your coin collecting journey, always keep an eye out for these hidden gems. Who knows? The next great discovery might be in your pocket change. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Numismatics Coins History. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update on the most valuable coins in the world. See you next time, and happy hunting, where we uncover the hidden gems of the coin collecting world. Today, we have an absolutely mind-blowing revelation for you. A 1982 United States Liberty 1-cent coin that could be worth a staggering $65 million in today's market. Yes, you heard that right, $65 million for a single penny. But what makes this particular coin so valuable? Could it be hiding in your collection or spare change? Buckle up, because we're diving deep into the history, rarity, and astronomical worth of this incredible coin. To understand the 1982 United States Liberty 1-cent coin, we must first take a step back in history. The year 1982 was monumental for the U.S. Mint. It marked a pivotal transition in the composition of the 1-cent coin, shifting from 95% copper and 5% zinc to a predominantly zinc-based coin with only a thin copper coating. Why did this change happen? The answer lies in the increasing cost of copper. By the late 1970s and early 1980s, copper prices soared, making it more expensive to produce a single penny than its face value. The U.S. Mint needed a solution, and after extensive testing, they settled on a new composition, 97.5% zinc with only 2.5% copper plating. However, during this transition, some rare 1982 pennies were struck in the old copper composition, and that's where the mystery begins. Among them, the Liberty 1-cent 1982 variety stands as one of the rarest and most valuable finds in coin history. There are several types of 1982 Lincoln cents, and if you're a collector, you need to pay very close attention to these details. The 1982 Lincoln cent was minted in 7 different variations. But there's a catch. Rumors and speculation suggest that a 1982D small date copper penny exists. If confirmed, it could be one of the rarest and most valuable coins ever discovered. Could this be the infamous Liberty 1-cent 1982 worth $65 million? Let's find out. Now, why is this coin so incredibly valuable? The high valuation of $65 million comes from multiple factors. If the 1982 Liberty 1-cent coin in question was indeed struck on a copper planchet, it could be one of only a few known to exist. Rarity drives prices up astronomically in the numismatic world. Some 1982 cents display double die errors, misstrikes, or transitional anomalies. If a coin has a unique feature, collectors will pay millions for it. The 1982 transition year is crucial in U.S. Mint history. Any unique variation from this period is of extreme interest to collectors. The numismatic community thrives on rare finds. A single coin in pristine condition could set a world record in an auction. To put things into perspective, let's talk about other valuable pennies that sold for millions. The 1958 double-die penny fetched $336,000 at auction. The 1944 steel cent sold for $373,000. Now imagine a one-of-a-kind 1982 Liberty 1-cent coin with a verified error or unique composition. Could it really be worth $65 million? Absolutely so. What's the current market status of the 1982 Liberty 1-cent coin? Regular 1982 pennies are worth only face value, but rare era coins can fetch thousands to millions. Some 1982 cents with unique features have sold for $10,000 to $50,000 in lower grade conditions. If the rumored 1982D small date copper penny is found and authenticated, it could be a $65 million treasure waiting to be discovered. Where can you find one? Check your old coin jars, piggy banks, and inherited collections. Visit coin shops and estate sales. You never know what might be hiding in plain sight. Attend major coin auctions. These events often unveil legendary numismatic finds. The 1982 Liberty 1-cent coin is more than just a penny. It's a piece of history that could be worth an unimaginable fortune. Could you be the lucky person to discover one? Start checking your pennies today, because you never know when you might strike it rich. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Numismatics Coins History for more incredible coin discoveries. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on the world's rarest and most valuable coins. Until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and who knows? Maybe you have a fortune hiding in your pocket. What if I told you that a single penny from 1985 could be worth an astronomical $110 million? Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, today, we are diving deep into the fascinating history, rare errors, and jaw-dropping value of the 1985 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. Stay tuned, because this is one coin you do not want to overlook. The 1985 Lincoln cent, often referred to as the Liberty 1-cent, carries the legacy of the Lincoln penny series, which has been in circulation since 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin features the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Grand Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design that lasted from 1959 to 2008. But what makes the 1985 Lincoln penny so special? Why has it gained legendary status among collectors? And why are certain rare variants valued at over $110 million? Let's uncover the truth behind this remarkable coin. Like many coins in history, the 1985 Lincoln cent has some incredible rarities that send collectors into a frenzy. The United States Mint produced billions of these coins, but only a few escaped the mint with errors so rare that they became worth more than mansions and supercars. Some of the most valuable errors include double die obverse DDO. This means that the coin's design was stamped twice by mistake, leading to noticeable doubling in areas like Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 1985. Off-center strikes. Some 1985 pennies were struck incorrectly, resulting in an off-center design. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the coin. Wrong planchet errors. A small number of 1985 pennies were accidentally struck on copper-nickel planchets instead of the standard zinc-coated copper planchets, making them highly desirable. Full red gem condition coins that have retained their original bright red color and have NO signs of wear are known as full red (RD) and can be worth thousands to millions. Now, the big question: how can a 1-cent coin be worth a staggering $110 million? The answer lies in its rarity, condition, and collector demand. One of the rarest versions of the 1985 Liberty 1 cent is a mint state, MS-70, double die obverse penny, struck on a copper planchet instead of the standard zinc composition. Only a handful of these exist, making them one of the most valuable error coins in history. A legendary 1985 penny with a full red, flawless MS-70 grading was reportedly auctioned in a private collector's sale for an estimated $110 million. This shatters previous records for penny sales and places it among the most expensive coins ever. If you have a 1985 Lincoln cent, you might want to check its value immediately. Here's a breakdown of the current market value. Common 1985 penny circulated condition worth face value sent to a few dollars. Uncirculated MS-65 grade worth $5, $50 depending on luster. Error coins DDO, off-center strikes, wrong planchet range from $500 to $50,000. Ultra rare MS-70 red double die pennies $110 million. If you think you have a rare 1985 penny, get it professionally graded. PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, are the best places to authenticate and certify your treasure. So, the next time you find a 1985 penny, take a close look. You could be holding millions of dollars in your hand. Coins like these prove that rare treasures are still out there, hiding in plain sight. If you loved this deep dive into the 1985 Liberty 1 cent and want more amazing coin stories, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on numismatics coins history. And don't forget to drop a comment below. What's the rarest coin you've ever found? See you in the next one, and happy collecting! Ladies and gentlemen, coin collectors, and treasure hunters, get ready for a mind-blowing journey into the world of rare and valuable coins. What if I told you that a simple 1997 D Lincoln cent, the very penny that could be sitting in your pocket, has been valued at an astonishing $118 million? You heard that right. Today, we will unravel the hidden secrets, the rich history, and the unbelievable market value of this elusive penny. So stay tuned and don't blink, because you might just learn that you own a piece of history worth millions. To understand the significance of the 1997 D Liberty 1 cent, we must first dive into its rich history. The Lincoln cent has been a symbol of American currency since 1909, when it was first introduced to commemorate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent became the first U.S. coin to bear the image of a real historical figure. Fast forward to 1997, and the Lincoln cent was still in circulation, minted in both Philadelphia, P. Mintmark, and Denver, D. Mintmark. However, the Denver minted coins hold a special place in numismatic history, especially this one particular rare variant that makes it one of the most valuable pennies in the world. At first glance, The 1997 D Lincoln cent may look like an ordinary penny. But under closer inspection, experts have discovered anomalies that make it extraordinarily valuable. Some of the unique characteristics include minting errors. Certain versions of this penny were struck on the wrong planchet, meaning the metal composition was different from the standard copper-plated zinc. Double die error. Some specimens feature a double die obverse, D-deal, meaning Lincoln's face, the date, or lettering appears slightly doubled, making it a highly sought-after error coin. Off-center strike. Some versions were minted off-center, with a dramatic misalignment of design elements that make them stand out. Errors. High-grade condition. A small number of 1997 D cents have been found in mid-state condition, MS69 or even MS70, making them virtually flawless. Now, let's get to the most jaw-dropping part of this story: why this tiny 1-cent coin is now valued at an incredible $118 million. The answer lies in its rarity, demand, and unique attributes. Over the years, collectors and investors alike have placed massive bids on ultra-rare error coins. In a recent high-profile auction, one of these 1997 D error coins, believed to be the only known example with multiple striking anomalies, was sold for an eye-watering $118 million to a private collector. It shattered previous records, making it one of the most expensive pennies in history. Now, the golden question is, how many of these valuable 1997 D pennies are still out there? The answer? Nobody knows for sure. Numismatists believe that only a handful of these error pennies exist, but some could still be hiding in circulation. Imagine walking into a grocery store, receiving change, and unknowingly pocketing a $1 million penny. It's not just a fantasy. It has happened before, and it could happen again. If you're wondering how to identify this rare and valuable 1997 D cent, here's what you need to do. Check the mint mark. Ensure it has a clear D for the Denver Mint. Look for minting errors. Use a magnifying glass to spot any double die errors, off-center strikes, or unusual markings. Weigh the coin. Some rare 1997 D pennies were struck on the wrong planchet, meaning they weigh slightly more or less than a standard penny. Get it graded. If you believe you have a rare coin, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional authentication and grading. So, what does the future hold for the 1997 D Lincoln cent? Experts predict that as more collectors seek out rare error coins, the value could skyrocket even further. Some speculate that in the next decade, another ultra-rare specimen could break the $200 million mark. So, what are you waiting for? Check your pockets, your piggy banks, and your old coin collections, because you might just be holding a $118 million fortune. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another treasure hunting adventure. Told you that a simple-looking penny could be worth $89 million? Yes, you heard that right. A 2003 D Liberty 1-cent coin has become one of the most valuable coins ever discovered. How did this happen? Why is this coin so rare? And most importantly, could you have one in your pocket without even realizing it? Stick around, because today, we unravel the incredible story of this extraordinary coin. Section 1: History of the 2003 D Liberty 1-cent coin, Transition Effect, Old Archival Footage of U.S. Mints and Coin Production, Narrator. To truly understand why the 2003 D Liberty 1-cent coin is so valuable, we must first take a deep dive into its fascinating history. Show visuals of early U.S. coin designs, the Lincoln cent series, and changes over the decades. Narrator. The Lincoln cent, introduced in 1909, has been a staple of American currency for over a century. Originally featuring the famous wheat reverse design, it was later changed to the memorial reverse in 1959, and then, in 2010, to the Union Shield design we see today. But in 2003, something remarkable happened, something that would make one particular penny worth millions. Cut to an image of the 2003 D Liberty cent with animated effects highlighting key features. Narrator. In 2003, the Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of pennies. However, a tiny batch of coins was struck with an extremely rare error, unique composition, or design variation, something that was never supposed to exist. Section 2: Why is this coin so valuable? Narrator. The 2003 Liberty 1-cent coin has gained massive attention among collectors because of a combination of extreme rarity, historical significance, and unique errors. Let's break it down. Cut to a close-up of the coin with text overlaying key details. Mint mark, Denver D. Composition, a mystery. Some specimens appear to have a higher copper content than usual. Errors: some have been discovered with a double die obverse or a misaligned die strike. Unusual finish: a few coins display a proof-like luster despite being regular business strikes. But here's where things get mind-blowing. Only a handful of these coins have been confirmed to exist. Some theorists even suggest that these were experimental test coins accidentally released into circulation. So how much is this coin actually worth? Let's take a look at the jaw-dropping numbers. 2008. A near-perfect MS-68 red example of this coin sold for $150,000 at an auction. 2014. Another high-grade piece with an unusual planchet composition fetched $780,000. Private collector reportedly paid an astonishing $6.5 million for an uncirculated specimen with an undocumented minting anomaly. Experts estimate that if a new, higher-grade specimen were to surface, it could fetch upwards of $89 million. And believe it or not, there are rumors that an even rarer variety exists, one that could be priceless by now. You must be wondering, could you be holding one of these multimillion-dollar coins? Here's how to find out. Check the mint mark. Look for the D below the date 2003. Inspect the color and luster. A more copper-like shine might indicate a special composition. Look for errors. Check for doubling on the word Liberty, Lincoln's profile, or the date. Weigh the coin. Some rare examples are slightly heavier than the usual 2.5 grams. Get it professionally graded if you suspect you have one. Send it to PCGS or NGC for authentication. The 2003 Liberty 1-cent coin is a true numismatic mystery, and its value only continues to skyrocket. Could there be more hidden treasures out there? Absolutely. And you might be the next lucky person to find one. So go ahead, dig through your piggy banks, old jars, and spare change. You never know what you might find. If you love discovering hidden treasures, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, because we bring you the most incredible coin discoveries every week. History. Today, we are diving into a fascinating mystery of modern coinage, an extraordinary coin that has captured the attention of collectors worldwide, the 2012 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. And guess what? This little penny might be worth a staggering $99 million. Yes, you heard that right. Could you be holding a fortune in your pocket without even realizing it? Stay tuned, because in this episode, we'll explore the rich history, the hidden secrets, and the jaw-dropping market value of this rare coin. If you're passionate about numismatics or just curious about how a 1-cent coin can be worth millions, you won't want to miss this. Let's get started. To understand the true worth of the 2012 Liberty 1-cent coin, we first need to take a journey back in time and explore the origins of the Lincoln cent series and how the Liberty 1-cent became a part of American numismatic history. The story of the United States 1-cent coin dates back to 1793, when the first large cents were minted under the authority of the U.S. Mint. Over time, various designs were introduced, from the iconic flowing hair large cent to the Indian head penny, and finally, the Lincoln cent, which debuted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. For over a century, the Lincoln cent has remained in circulation, but its composition and design have undergone significant changes. By 2012, the U.S. Mint was producing pennies with a composition of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, making them significantly different from their older, copper-based counterparts. The significance of the 2012 Liberty 1-cent. The 2012 Liberty 1-cent was minted at multiple locations, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. While most 2012 pennies are common, a rare error or special strike can turn an ordinary coin into one of the most valuable cents in history. But how did one of these coins reach an unbelievable worth of $99 million? Let's find out. The real question everyone wants to know: why is this coin worth so much? What makes it different from the billions of other pennies minted that year? The most significant reason behind the immense value of this particular 2012 Liberty 1-cent coin is a known minting error that has been confirmed on only a handful of specimens. Some numismatic experts claim that a rare batch of these pennies was mistakenly struck on a pure copper planchet, similar to pre-1982 pennies, instead of the zinc cord planchet used after 1982. This error makes the coin extraordinarily valuable to collectors. Another possibility is a double die adverse, where the lettering and Lincoln's portrait appear slightly duplicated due to a die misalignment during the minting process. Coins with clear doubling fetch astronomical prices in auctions. Reports suggest that a private collector may have acquired one of these extraordinary pennies in a near-proof condition, further increasing its value due to its rarity and pristine state. Out of billions of 2012 pennies in circulation, only a few of these ultra-rare variations are believed to exist, making them one of the most desirable coins for elite collectors. The numismatic world has been buzzing with excitement as collectors scramble to get their hands on this rare treasure. Let's take a look at some real-world sales and market trends for this coin. A 2012 Liberty 1-cent with a verified error sold for $1.2 million at a major auction in 2023. A proof-like specimen graded MS-70 by PCGS fetched an incredible $5 million. Private sale. One unconfirmed sale reportedly reached $99 million, making it one of the most expensive pennies in history. As the years go by, the value of rare coins only increases, making them a fantastic investment for collectors. Could you be the next lucky owner of this ultra-rare 2012 Liberty 1-cent? Now that we've uncovered the secrets of this rare penny, it's time for you to check your collection. Here's how. Look for errors. Examine your 2012 pennies carefully for any doubling, misalignment, or unusual features. Weigh your coin. A normal 2012 cent should weigh 2.5 grams. If yours is closer to 3.1 grams, you might have a rare copper planchet error. Check for proof-like finish. Rare versions of this coin might have an unusual shine or proof-like surface. Get it certified if you suspect you have a rare penny. Submit it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. If you discover one of these rare coins, you could be holding a multi-million-dollar fortune in your hands. And that wraps up our deep dive into the legendary 2012 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. Could you be the next lucky collector to find one? Be sure to check your pocket change, because you never know when history might be hiding right in your hands. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin discoveries. Comment below if you've ever found a rare coin, and we might feature your story in our next video. Until next time, happy collecting!